Taylor Franklin, President and COO, and Class of 2004. Horrigan Construction, Chris Brandt, Executive Vice President. Centera, President and CEO Howard Kern, and also a VWU trustee. And SunTrust, Charity Volman, Hampton Roads President. We're grateful for the tremendous leadership provided by our Board of Trustees, and several join us today. Gary Bonowell, Butch Everett. I don't know, did Susan Good arrive? Susan did not. Susan was going to. John Pruden, Mary Haddad, Cindy Rodriguez, Chip Tassantes, John Peters, and a new member of our board, Alan Shaw, who is the Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer at Norfolk Southern Corporation. We welcome you, Alan, and we thank all of our board members for their tremendous support of this university. In the summer of 2015, just 2 months after arriving, I delivered my first State of the College address. I challenged Virginia Wesleyan to be at the top of our game every day and in every respect, to be alert to those who can share and contribute to our mission, our vision, and our values. I stated then what remains even more true today. Demographic changes, rising costs, new technologies, and increased competition compel us to develop innovative strategies to leverage opportunities. 2 years later, and it's been a very fast 2 years, we have boldly addressed these challenges. We've made substantial progress toward being not just a good institution, but a great one. Although our journey is far from over, and much work remains to be done to secure our future, it's with pride in our community of trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends, and with deep appreciation for the many important contributions that you and all of us have made that I report to you today on the exceptional and exciting progress. In just 2 years, we've transitioned from an aspiring college to an inspiring university. In fact, coastal Virginia's premier university of the liberal arts and sciences. Building on an outstanding academic reputation, we've forged new partnerships, developed innovative programs, and enhanced our leadership within Hampton Roads, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and the nation. Leaders in education, business, government, the Virginia United Methodist Conference, the media, and the nonprofit community, among many others, have embraced us, encouraged us, and celebrated with us as we've achieved significant milestones in our journey. Approval by our accrediting body to be a graduate-level institution with 2 new graduate programs and an extensive online program. Initiation of the highly selective Batten Honors College, a competitive academic program that will provide a transformative experience for high-achieving students. Organization of our academic program into 3 schools, the Susan S. Goode School of Arts and Humanities, the Joan P. Brock School of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, and the Birdsong School of Social Science. Completion of the state-of-the-art, second to none, Greer Environmental Sciences Center, a world-class facility that will support a national environmental engagement program of the university. Completion of the Frank Blocker Youth Center, a cooperative facility to be used during the academic year by Tidewater Collegiate Academy and in the summer months by the YMCA Camp Red Feather. Construction of the Betty S. Rogers Track and Field Center, scheduled to be completed next month, and plans for the Susan S. Goode Fine and Performing Arts Center to be started in November or December and completed in late 2018. And also Oxford Village to be constructed across the street from the campus in 2018. The latter will include 8 buildings and 248 apartments. Major improvements to campus infrastructure based on a year-long intensive campus master planning process. Outstanding progress in the vital areas of enrollment management, capital fundraising, and information technology, including the new university portal, which will permit a revised, streamlined VWU website. rebranding of campus graphics, logos, signage, letterhead, business cards, banners, athletic uniforms, and bookstore merchandise, and the winning of an NCAA national championship in softball, among many other successes in our athletic program. We begin the new year with two new nationally prominent programs that speak to our innovative spirit, an understanding of our enrollment potential, and the power of philanthropy. With the opening of the Batten Honors College and the completion of the Greer Environmental Sciences Center, we have expanded our teaching, research, and service toward the vital goals of studying and preserving the natural environment. Furthermore, we are now a national leader in environmental disciplines. We are simultaneously developing a related program in environmental engagement, stewardship, and public policy, a means of empowering students to be informed, responsible environmental citizens supported by the latest scientific inquiry, research, and policy analysis. There can be no greater contribution to future generations than a commitment to preserving our planet. Virginia Wesleyan's investment in environmental programs will create a priceless legacy for our campus community, our home region, and our world. Let me pause and pay tribute to one whose legacy is defined by many expressions of inspiration, encouragement, and support. Jane Batten and the Batten family are friends of the environment, but their definition of environment is broader than in the natural sense. Through the years, Jane has understood well the landscape and ecology of higher education and of Virginia Wesleyan specifically. She knows that sustaining the environment in which we educate students is an active process that must continually go forward, change with the times, but also foster and preserve valued traditions. Virginia Wesleyan has no truer friend and active partner than Jane Batten, and we send greetings and our deepest appreciation to her. Before us is one of the most promising years in our story. Virginia Wesleyan continues to grow and mature. We seek to expand our connections to community organizations like Virginia Beach Vision and the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce. As the oldest college or university founded in Virginia Beach, we're proud to call this city our home. To paraphrase Virginia Beach Mayor Will Sessoms, and we thank him and his team for their support of our various initiatives, we are becoming the greatest university in the greatest city in the world. Simultaneously, we pursue opportunities that will give us the kind of national prominence that we deserve. We look outward, yes, and also inward, to the liberal arts, the foundation of our mission, and to our United Methodist heritage, the inspiration of our founding. We look into the minds and hearts of our students, who in turn look to us for guidance and assurance as we prepare to educate these coming generations who will take their place in a world quite different from that West Virginia, to take the place of Virginia Wesleyan's origins in 1961. I invite your continued faith in our plans and your active support of our progress. There is much to celebrate. First, in academics, our mission is to teach well. Our devoted, talented faculty and academic staff have continued to excel this year under the leadership of our Provost and Vice President, Dr. Timothy O'Rourke. 1 year ago, I announced the creation of the Batten Honors College, and this week we proudly welcomed to campus 21 Batten Fellows and 19 Schumedine Scholars. If you didn't attend Sunday's matriculation ceremony, you really missed something. Collectively, these impressive students have a grade point average of 4.03 on a 4.0 scale, an average SAT score of 1344, and an ACT average of 29. They will assume an intensive curriculum designed and approved by our faculty, which includes 4 interdisciplinary seminar courses, a faculty-led study away course, a living learning community, e-portfolio, extensive experiential learning, and a senior capstone project. Our first graduate program, the online Master of Business Administration, begins this month with coursework developed by faculty in our Birdsong School of Social Science. Over 30 students are expected in the first cohort. The faculty have also worked diligently to create Virginia Wesleyan's first online degree completion programs for undergraduates majoring in business, social science, sociology, and criminal justice. Online learning no longer plays a supporting role in higher education. It is center stage. And though it will never replace our residential campus-like experience, online options will be increasingly valuable as we reach students seeking a distinctive, affordable, and convenient way to take courses. We have facilitated a new agreement with Tidewater Collegiate Academy that provides space on our campus to expand their programming and benefit their educational mission and our own. Through our partnership with the Academy and Chesapeake Bay Academy, also located on our campus, we can expect additional prospects for enrollment at Virginia Wesleyan. Utilizing some classroom and administrative areas of Pruden Hall and the newly constructed Frank Blocker Youth Center, Tidewater Collegiate Academy, which serves students from primary through high school, will function as an on-campus laboratory school for teacher education students. Coupled with the campus-based Chesapeake Bay Academy, we now have outstanding resources to support teacher education students and to develop an early enrollment program. Additionally, we've established an early college entrance program permitting junior and senior students at both CBA and TCA to take courses here and earn college credits. The arts are thriving at Virginia Wesleyan in the Susan S. Goode School of Arts and Humanities. Last academic year, our performing arts faculty and students delighted audiences with 6 choral and instrumental concerts, 8 theater productions, and 10 performances as a part of the Virginia Wesleyan Concert Series. Our fine arts folks featured 6 different professional and student exhibitions, including a combination exhibition featuring the work of local presentations and student works created in response. The Wesleyan Chorale sang their way up the Eastern Seaboard on a performance tour during spring break, and we saw inaugural concerts from the Wesleyan Instrumental Ensemble, the Wesleyan Jazz Ensemble, and the newly established VWU Orchestra. The Wesleyan Chorale performed Sunday at the matriculation ceremony, and we have some amazing talent and amazing leadership of that program. I'm excited to share that we will break ground this November on a 22,800 square foot Susan S. Goode Fine and Performing Arts Center. We anticipate that this magnificent new facility, resulting from private gifts, will be completed in time for use by the end of 2018. Many faculty and students in our Joan P. Brock School of Mathematics and Natural Sciences will begin this academic year in our new Greer Environmental Sciences Center. This facility is state-of-the-art and second to none of any institution in the study of marine sciences, ecology and preservation, and sustainability of the natural world. It will provide unprecedented opportunities for students while fostering regional collaboration with organizations such as the Brock Environmental Center, Chesapeake Bay Foundation, Virginia Aquarium and Marine Sciences Center, and the Virginia Institute for Marine Science. Our partnership with Norfolk Botanical Garden, with whom we share a director of living landscapes for maintenance, care, and education involving our extensive plantings and landscaping surrounding the new Greer Environmental Sciences Center, has added to the learning experience of our students and their exposure to biodiversity. On September 7th, we celebrate our traditional Founders Day. That day, we will recognize outstanding alumni, celebrate the Baton Honors College, and dedicate the fabulous Greer Environmental Sciences Center. But we will also pay tribute to the importance of our environment with a dedication of our historical beach forest, a Wesleyan Eco Festival, an environmental service project, and a Chesapeake Bay themed student dinner on the lawn in front of the Greer Environmental Sciences Center. The day's celebration entirely made possible through a private gift. Last year, when I announced the establishment of the Baton Honors College and formation of the Brock, Good, and Birdsong schools, I suggested that a fifth new division would emerge when we achieved sufficient critical mass. Under the leadership of Provost Tim O'Rourke, Associate Provost Maynard Schaus, and Vice President for Enrollment David Wagner, we have grown enrollment in the non-traditional program to include a new online Master of Business Administration, online degree completion, and early enrollment. Additionally, over 500 learners took continuing education programs through the Boyd Institute, the Center for the Study of Religious Freedom, and the Center for Sacred Music. A new non-credit program taught by our faculty at Westminster Canterbury on the Bay is introducing courses in history, music, art, literature, and other disciplines. And we have additional strong prospects in these various areas. In short, our enrollment strategy must look beyond those we traditionally serve to new additional audience who will benefit from the excellent teaching and cultural programming that we offer. To accomplish this goal organizationally recommends establishing a new academic division consonant with our mission and feasibility and pedagogy, and also financially. The answer is at hand. When I announced a year ago that we'd organize academically into 3 schools and an honors college, I shared my vision that we would develop our non-traditional offerings to include a 5th unit within the Academic Affairs Division. I'm pleased to announce that beginning this academic year, University College of Virginia Wesleyan University will operate all 4-credit programs outside of the traditional undergraduate program and also support non-credit continuing education offerings. The University College will be an important source of enrollment, will expand our presence in the higher education market, and will coordinate planning and promotion of future educational opportunities in increasingly popular non-traditional markets. The University College will not be an auxiliary enterprise, rather it'll be a fully integrated unit of our academic structure and curriculum. Provost O'Rourke will fine-tune the organizational structure and announce leadership of the program in the near future. We've seen much growth and progress in our special academic programs and centers, including transition of leadership and expansion of our first-year experience and winter-summer session programs, inventive ideas and workshops from our Center for Innovative Teaching and Engaged Learning, diverse and thought-provoking programs from the Center for Sacred Music and the Center for the Study of Religious Freedom, continued modernization of Hofheimer Library with the addition of its digital archives, and a record number of students participating in study away, undergraduate research, and internships through the Lighthouse Center for Exploration and Discovery. At its May meeting, the Board of Trustees approved emeritus status for 2 faculty members who retired this spring, Dr. Chul Kang and Dr. Gary Noe. We also congratulate 3 faculty members who have advanced in rank, Kelly Holzer, John Rudell, and Jeffrey Toussaint. And we have 5 newly named Baton professors for 2017 to 2020. We also have some new academic staff. To our faculty, I say congratulations on your successes. You're essential to exceptional student development and crucial in advancing our institutional mission. Your unique talents and creativity, passion, and hard work continually impress me, and I'm grateful for all you do for Virginia Wesleyan. When I arrived in the summer of 2015, the biggest area of concern was addressing an uneven 10-year history of enrollment while staffing, fixed costs, and debt service continued to grow. Enrollment continues to be the biggest issue impacting private colleges nationally. We are not immune to this here in the Commonwealth. The least expensive institution in our immediate marketplace has experienced a nearly 30% decline in enrollment since 2012. And overall enrollment at Virginia's community colleges is down over 6%, with 16 of 23 colleges operating in the red. David Wagner joined us as Vice President for Enrollment, and over the past 2 years has put in place a contemporary, comprehensive enrollment model that includes the 5 critical components of institutional success. David and his dedicated team of enrollment professionals have laid the foundation for continued growth in numbers of admitted students, representing increasing diversity of students from the United States and around the world. That comprehensive model has included growing traditional fall enrollment, strengthening and growing winter and summer session, adding graduate programs, and developing online programs. Likewise, we've signed an agreement with EFA, a Florida-based international enrollment services firm, to access international markets through direct promotion partnerships and an international agent network. They will represent us in 26 nations. We have significantly increased contacts, inquiries, applications, and acceptances, and grown the traditional freshman class by 22% during that period. We've accomplished this while reducing the acceptance rate to 69%, increasing the yield rate to 27%, and improving the average SAT score to 1,063. The 526 new students this fall represent the largest new class since systematic record keeping was started here in 2001. This year's numbers have met what will be our annual expectations to qualitatively grow our university to our goal of 1,500 full-time traditional students. If we repeat this year's success the next 2 years, we will eliminate the erosion that occurred in the 2012 to 2015 cycle and position ourselves well for the future. Since last year, we've been significantly over capacity in the residence halls, so it's imperative that we bring to fruition the development project across from the main campus with our partners from the Franklin Johnston Group. Finally, we continue to benefit from our cooperative degree partnerships with Eastern Virginia Medical School in 8 areas, in pharmacy with Shenandoah University, in law with Regent University, in forestry and environmental management with Duke University, and others. The new 3-2 cooperative program in occupational therapy with Washington University in St. Louis will offer additional competitive opportunities. In the area of student affairs, led by Dr. Keith Moore, we continue to explore ways to be a more student-centered university. The new enrollment model, with special terms and online programs for traditional students, will improve retention and cohort graduation rates. Cost is a major factor impacting our students. This year, we launched the Opus Summer Work Program, which provided 15 students the opportunity to continue their educations with a total of nearly $35,000 in work grants applied to the students' accounts. From painting lines in the parking lots and campus beautification to answering phones in various offices, the Opus students worked side by side with our Batten Center and physical plant staff, providing 4,334 hours of service to the university. This program is designed to narrow the cost, provide a valuable experience, and assist the university with meaningful work during the summer session. We thank our Board of Trustees Chair David Kaufman and his wife Kay for their support in launching this program. With student wellness always a priority, we have partnered with Centera Medical Group for managing the Student Health Center. The center is staffed by an advanced medical practitioner and a medical assistant from Centera Medical Group, with a supervising physician serving as a medical director. Through this partnership, we'll increase responsiveness and health services to our students. We also strive to instill in our students a healthy and responsible outlook on citizenship. To encourage our students to think philanthropically, 67.4% of the 300 graduating students made a gift this spring to the Excellence Fund, beating the previous participation record of 28.2%. We thank these newest Marlin alumni for funding 2 annual scholarships for rising seniors, and a commemorative class of 2017 tree has been planted in their honor on campus. We also look forward to working closely with Volunteer Hampton Roads to identify additional service learning opportunities, student awareness, and certification in volunteering and volunteer management programs. In athletics, Executive Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Joanne Wren, continues to bring her energy and guidance to our athletic program. Thanks to Joanne, our coaches, and other staff, our top NCAA Division III intercollegiate athletic program hit a number of milestones and achievements this past year. We watched in May as Virginia Wesleyan softball team won the NCAA Division III National Championship after playing the majority of the season as the #1 team in the nation. The Marlins set a national record for wins in a season, 54, had the best overall earned run average in the nation, as well as the top winning percentage. Freshman pitcher Hannah Hull was the National Player of the Year, and head coach Brandon Elliott, a 2003 graduate, was the National Coach of the Year. Hannah, I might add, holds a 3.5 grade point average and aspires to be an engineer. This is the first team championship for a Virginia Wesleyan squad since men's basketball claimed the crown in 2005-2006. Evan Cox of men's golf won an individual national championship last year. Other highlights from athletics include Hannah Hull leading the nation in earned run average and victories and was second in strikeouts. She received 17 conference and national awards, including being named National Freshman of the Year and National Player of the Year. Marissa Combs earned indoor All-American honors for the mile for the second straight year and then repeated the honor in outdoor track. 5 student athletes earned All-American honors, 18 earned All-Region, 11 earned All-State, and 54 garnered All-ODAC accolades. Women's golf completed its first varsity season in 2016-17. Men's and women's swimming is set to take to the pool for the first season this year. Congratulations to our student athletes and coaches for your many successes, and special thanks to our coaches for the vital role they play in our recruitment process. Our Marlin athletics program benefits tremendously from leadership gifts from alumni and friends. Our baseball team played on the newly renovated Kenneth R. Perry Field this spring. Upgrades to the dugouts, backstop stands, and new press box were made possible by a contribution from Macon and Joan Brock, and the field is named in memory of Joan's father. Through the generosity of Trustee Butch Everett and Trustee Emeritus John Lingo, men's and women's swimming will begin its first season this year in the Jane P. Batten Student Center Natatorium. Construction is underway on our new 400-meter, 8-lane track and field. A significant addition to our athletic facilities, the Betty S. Rogers Track and Field Center, is nearing completion next to the Trinder Center. This wonderful initiative is made possible by an anonymous donor and also through the additional financial support and in-kind support from Bill Shellhorst, a member of the Board of Trustees and a graduate of Virginia Wesleyan's first class in 1970, and also from his company, Chesapeake Bay Contractors. The track, named in memory of Bill's late sister, will be completed next month. These examples demonstrate again the importance of philanthropy at Virginia Wesleyan. Recent and planned improvements to academic, athletic, and student life facilities benefit from the leadership and generosity of alumni and friends. They recognize that a vibrant institution such as Virginia Wesleyan University is a living and growing organization, nurtured by financial commitments to its future. Thank you all who contribute to the support and success of Marlin Athletics. In the area of financial resources this year, we welcomed a new CFO, Jim Cooper, Vice President for Finance and Administration, who joined us from Arcadia University in Pennsylvania with 33 years of nonprofit finance and accounting experience, including over 28 years in higher education. From Ursinus College in Pennsylvania, Sylvia Shelley was hired as our new Assistant Vice President for Finance. This position has been a significant need for many years. Sylvia has 34 years of accounting and financial management experience, including the past 11 years in higher education. Jim and Sylvia have begun to evaluate our current accounting and budget systems with the goals of creating efficiencies, helping the university better manage its resources, developing a collaborative approach to budget and planning, and providing better access to financial information while following industry standards. Some of our processes are no longer effective, and those are now being addressed. Our overall assets have grown to over $160 million, our endowment to approximately $57 million, and our budget this year should return to the peak level prior to the economic downturn. In addition to overseeing financial operations of the university, Jim has also assumed oversight of our physical facilities, food service, bookstore, purchasing, mail, and print operations. Despite our tremendous success in fundraising and capital improvements, we remain lean operationally as we overcome the budget erosion that occurred from 2012 to 2015. Some highlights from the financial and resource management front. Growth in enrollment and strong giving means we're managing a balanced budget, but we need to increase our margins and expand our revenue streams. Last year, we challenged our contract providers, Sodexo and Aramark, to expand our auxiliary enterprises. We increased our on-campus events this summer by 143%, establishing long-term relationships with the YMCA, Campus Horizon, Virginia Beach Leadership, as well as new relationships with Camp Kid Jam, Virginia Beach Collegiate Baseball, and others. Our relationship with Aramark, managers of our physical plant for over 24 years, had positive changes during the year. In January, we successfully moved all physical plant employees under the Aramark contract. The outsourcing of this area has resulted in significant operational savings. Thanks to a donor, $600,000 of corrective maintenance projects were completed this year. As we continually improve our financial standing, we cannot operate the business affairs of this institution as we have in the past. Business as usual is not an option. I look forward to keeping the campus community informed on our progress in this vital area and ask for your support in improving operational efficiencies and working cost effectively. After 10 months of analysis and collaboration, the space utilization study, facilities assessment, and 10-year campus master plan were completed, and work has begun to address some of the assessment's recommendations. The early phase improvements are apparent. We devoted a great deal of time this summer upgrading many of our administrative software systems, making them easily accessible online, which we expect will help enhance revenue, collections, and improve service to our students, alumni, employees, and the community. We thank Chief Information Officer Robert Lightgeb and his team for their solid achievements over the past year. This year has brought incredible advancements in technology with several updates and additions to our computer systems funded by private gifts and grants. The most significant advancement is our new portal, made possible by a significant anonymous donation. The portal is a single sign-on site for students, staff, and faculty that provides access to academic and administrative systems. The portal brings unprecedented collaboration, digital services, and data management opportunities to the university. Through Portal, students can manage their finances from start to finish, and student housing can now be better managed through a new system called StarRes. This technology can do in minutes what previously took weeks. Other improvements: the Scribner Bookstore has implemented a new point-of-sale computer system, which will greatly enhance their efficiency and will lead to going fully online with a new university bookstore website in the near future. Financial Aid Office has a new online financial aid self-service platform which will assist students in understanding the status of their aid packages. The Student Receivables Office has implemented a new payment gateway which will make it easier for students to access their accounts and pay their bills. All of these new systems will ease pressure on our administrative offices and prepare us for future growth. With Robert, Senior Vice President Dr. Mort Gamble has co-chaired the transition to university. Simultaneously, Dr. Gamble and Vice President Wagner have led an institutional rebranding and the next steps of trademarking our institutional logos and related items. You have heard a common theme today, that of generosity to this institution through philanthropy. We are fortunate to have very strong gift support from dedicated friends of the university. Dr. Gamble and our veteran Major Gifts Officer and Associate Vice President for Advancement and Board Relations, Suzanne Savage, provide sound leadership and cover much ground in the advancement area. We are positioned well for the future. We thank our alumni and friends who have honored us with their support this past year. Over the summer, we welcomed a new class of members of the Virginia Wesleyan Alumni Council, representing graduating class and geographic diversity in what is now a truly nationally focused alumni council. We thank Mavis McKinley, class of 2011, Alumni Council Chair and a member of our Board of Trustees, for her continuing leadership. We've challenged the Alumni Council to provide support for increasing alumni participation in Virginia Wesleyan's giving programs. Our alumni are ambassadors for who we are and we aspire to be as an institution. Accordingly, we pay special tribute today to the late alumnus Denny Allen, class of 1970, the very first student to cross the stage at the very first commencement of Virginia Wesleyan. Decades later, after that day, which he described as the happiest day of his life, his pride in being at the front of the line at our first graduation ceremony resulted in a magnificent bequest from his estate to his alma mater. In his honor and memory, we will dedicate at 1:15 today Allen Village with our deepest appreciation for his generosity. Denny's story highlights the importance of philanthropy. Even more profoundly, it underscores the value across a half a century of who we are and what we stand for. We can expect many other firsts as we continue to write our institutional story, and we hope that, like Denny, our students will experience one or more of the happiest days of their lives while they're here. In closing, let's support achievement of the following goals this year. In academics, we must develop through the Greer Environmental Sciences Center a niche program of environmental stewardship and engagement to include partnerships with prominent international organizations such as the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, the Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center, and the Virginia Institute of Marine Science. We must recruit a second outstanding cohort for the Baton Honors College, and through this distinctive program, produce exceptional student scholars and leaders. We must complete a rigorous academic planning process to include updating our mission statement. We must develop and strengthen the colleges and schools organizational model. We must fully implement and expand the graduate and online program. We must expand winter session to include a freshman requirement, expand offerings and grow the summer session to include online classes. We must grow the new early enrollment and advanced scholars program. We must develop the Wesleyan plan, emphasizing the 4 pillars of the university: undergraduate research, international experience, internships, and civic engagement. We must develop the relationships with campus-based private high schools, including our campus-based partners at Chesapeake Bay Academy and Tidewater Collegiate Academy. Simultaneously, we must utilize ideal opportunities through the Blocker Youth Center and the Tidewater Collegiate Academy to develop our relationship with the YMCA, introducing our campus to new school-aged audiences. In student affairs, we must continue to focus on retention. We must develop the OPUS program, bringing meaningful work opportunities to a larger number of students so that they can stay in school and meet their financial obligations. This program will be expanded in the future to benefit greater numbers of working students. We must find ways to fund improvements in the older residence halls and expand housing options. We must expand and promote the strength and value of our service learning and civic engagement, religious life, student activities, and Greek system. We must strengthen the overall student-athlete experience. We must recognize the importance of lifetime fitness through an outstanding recreation program, and we must fully implement the men's and women's swimming programs. In the critically important area of enrollment, we must consistently recruit 500 traditional full-time new students each fall, meeting our desired academic profile. We must recruit the second stellar cohort of the Baton Honors College. We must grow enrollment in the University College, including all non-traditional programs and the early enrollment program. We must enroll at least 500 additional learners in non-credit programs each year, including the Boyd Institute, Center for Sacred Music, Center for the Study of Religious Freedom, and other programs. We must continue to expand, brand, and market online programs of the university. And taking advantage of our location, we must strengthen the Virginia Beach College Access Scholarship with the Virginia Beach campus of Tidewater Community College. In advancement, we must complete the next phases of the capital campaign and increase alumni participation by 10%. We must continue fundraising for the arts program to include the Susan S. Goode Fine and Performing Arts Center and renovation of the existing Fine Arts building. In cooperation with the Center for Enrollment and the Center for Advancement, we must continue the comprehensive rebranding of the university. We must lead the trademarking of our university brand, and we must benefit from private gifts that have created the Virginia Wesleyan University Digital Media Broadcasting Network, sharing our signature institutional and selected athletic events with a worldwide audience. In finance and administration, we must develop a long-term financial model utilizing new technology to replace antiquated processes and procedures and to achieve a right-sized budget model based on realistic financial projections and enhanced revenue streams. We must construct the Susan S. Goode Fine and Performing Arts Center on time and within budget. In partnership with the Franklin Johnston Group, construct the new Oxford Village across from campus. We must pursue new sources of revenues, including camps, conferences, catering, and online bookstore. And with information systems and technology, we must further develop the portal and services provided online. These remain ambitious but attainable goals for a relatively small institution that is enrollment-driven and budget-conscious. Although the times in which we live and our own past practices dictate that we cannot do business as usual, we can take inspiration and derive new energy from the progress achieved over the last 2 years. I'm asking not simply that we work hard as we go forward, but that we work smart, that we take every opportunity to promote what we have here, what we have accomplished, and what we wish to achieve in a spirit of mutual respect, collaboration, and innovation. Perilous times remain for American higher education, economically to be sure, but also operationally. And predictions abound of the declining influence, even failure, of our colleges and universities, predictions with which I disagree. We must recognize that while there are many external forces with which we must contend, our internal attitudes, behaviors, and procedures are just as critical to our success. With the solid foundation we've built over the past couple years at Virginia Wesleyan, we're in a good place now to think about our future and to achieve even greater results. We've placed at everyone's table the new VWU pin, and I invite you to wear it with pride. We sent the original design back to the vendor. The sample wasn't bright enough. And given our very bright future, I wanted to make sure that this emblem would be suitably bold. In fact, we've also put some sunglasses at your table. Wagner, this is your time to put them on. Yeah. That's how bright our prospects are for this new year and beyond. Our time of hiding out in this former cornfield where we were born is over. Our stage is truly the world now, and we're going to show the world what we can do. I wish for all of us a year of optimism, accomplishment, and celebration of our possibilities. I thank you for your commitment to Virginia Wesleyan University. Have a great year, and as always, it's a great day to be a Marlin. Thank you.